Someone wrote in and said, "Hi, Reid. I'm working my way through the Why Are People Into That podcast and came across your episode. You suggested getting multiple partners to avoid developing premature feelings for anyone and said something along the lines of, if you don't know how to do that, contact me. So here I am. I'm living in the DC area, and I'm an Aspie introvert who paid a sex worker at 25 because I was sick of being a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
I've done better in the last 25 years, partly because of what I've learned and partly because of the internet, but I'm still hampered by the inability to stand any loud environment any more than a few minutes. Any suggestions?"
This is Cathy Vartuli from the intimacydojo.com.
And Reid Mihalko from readaboutsex.com.
So I said that on a podcast, and somebody actually wrote in.
Love it.
Good job. Way to listen, people.
He even dressed up to answer this question.
I did. This was so important. I brought my tux. It's just a coincidence that the airline I flew this morning lost all my other clothes, and I just happened to have my tux in my suit bag. But please, this is all about answering this question with a little bit of class. We just shot a video a little bit ago about where do you find kinky sex geek people. And so check out that video because that has a lot of the same advice where you're looking
Even
for...
if you're not looking for kinky.
Yeah, you're looking for watering holes where these people hang out. And one of those watering holes could be the meetup where people have the poly munches or the kinky munches or the sex geek munches. Basically places where people looking for play partners wouldn't be taboo.
Yeah.
Okay? You still have to be polite about it and not creepy. But where are there going to be people who are interested in having multiple lovers or group sex or things like that so that you could find a handful of people to be able to play with, whether all together or individually, to follow a bit of advice that I had in the podcast, which is also what I call my slut protocols or my casual sex protocols, which you can get a download at readaboutsex.com/protocols. Those protocols are just some advice on how to manage imprinting and falling in love. Having several lovers seems to help, and group sex definitely seems to help. Facebook groups on poly, Facebook groups on, exploring non-monogamy and group dynamics, maybe even kink. And I would say post and share because you have trouble with loud environments and a lot of stimulation. Say, hey, I'm an introvert, so I want to post here because sometimes I want to come to the munch, but I can't stay real long. Hi, everyone. When you meet me, meet me quick because I might have to leave. And ask the organizers for those group meetings if you can have shy bracelets or introvert bracelets or buttons or something so that people know who the shy folks are so that they can come up to you and break the ice, which will often help make it easier and less strenuous.
And I would, because I organize events too, is if someone said, hey, listen, I can't, loud noises bother me, if you're interested, here's a list of restaurants where we could probably meet that are quieter, or some help finding venues or whatever, or you can even organize your own, or ask hey, can I organize this? Can you promote it if I did for this group? Where we're specifically going to have a quieter space, or even I'm open to having it in my house, but the intention is to have it be quieter and not raised voices or loud clapping or whatever. That might be really helpful because I know I've had people write me before and you should do this thing, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't have the perspective to give it necessarily the right evaluation.
Yeah. The other thing, and this is going to sound weird, but trust me on this because I have a community that knows me in DC. Go, do your research. Go on FetLife, see who's having meetups and group meetups for non-monogamy things. Check out meetup.com. Check out certain Facebook groups. There might be a DC poly group, which I think there is one. See if you can join it. And then tell people that you would like to hold a discussion or just show up at one of those meetings with the slut protocols printed out. Because if you go to /protocols, you can download it and be like, because it might seem really weird, but just be like, Reid Mihalko said I should come to a meeting like this and ask who wants to have a conversation about the protocols.
Ask the organizer first. Don't just show up and hijack the meeting.
Yeah. But be like, hey, this is something I'm interested in, and I'm interested in exploring these protocols. Is anybody interested in just having a conversation? Because if you're not just trying to find lovers, but you're interested in the concepts, a lot of people might join you in those conversations. And then you never know who has friends. You'll be like, oh my goodness, so you're looking for group sex partners? Well, one of my friends is, a slut and loves group sex, and you guys might hit it off. Can I introduce you? No guarantees, but it's a way to take action and have agency, which even for extroverts, if we don't know what to do, sometimes we don't do anything.
Yeah.
So these are some basic concepts. DC has some wonderful community there. You might also want to follow Monique Darling on Facebook. She's a friend of mine on Facebook, but she teaches in DC regularly.
Where in the world is MoniqueDarling.com?
Yeah. And runs several events, which would be good events for you to meet other people to explore these things.
Yeah, that's great. And again, you can always start having your own events and organizations too. I imagine you're not the only person that needs quieter space to meet.
Yeah, and this isn't just for DC. Lots of different places all over the country, and probably in other countries. It's these techniques might apply.
Yeah, thanks so much for asking.
Yeah, great. Leave some comments. What would you do if you were in that situation? And thanks for writing in.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to subscribe to my social media, it's right there. And please subscribe to this channel there. If you'd like to see more goofy Reid and Cathy, there's more videos there.
See them. Why are they there?